Hello again and welcome to our regular monthly update, this time covering figures for the month of December 2013. It was a very strong month in December 2012, which means that we saw a slight decrease in the number of overseas visitors coming to Britain during December 2013. However, as we've seen across most recent months, the amount that they spent rose by quite a substantial margin, up 13% to a record value for a December. We now have provisional figures for full year 2013 available to us. Now, the Office for National Statistics has in fact revised some figures for the summer months of 2013, all of which means that during the full year there was a 6% rise in how many visitors came to Britain, taking us to a record number of overseas visits. It was also a record year for how much those visitors spent, just a cat's whisker away from being £21 billion. If we look at how many visitors came to the UK last year by journey purpose, we see that it was again a record year for holiday visits, with 12.8 million visits very nearly. That's 7% up on the year before. The number of business visits continues to improve thanks to the economic recovery, and there was also growth in how many travellers came to Britain to visit their friends and their relatives. Now taking a look at inbound tourism by region of the world. Visits from North America are stubbornly close to 3.5 million a year, very fractionally up on the year before. However, most of our visitors come from European markets, and we saw growth of 6% in 2013. However, the figures to celebrate most are that there was a record 5.25 million visits from parts of the world outside of Europe and North America. So areas such as Latin America, the Middle East and Asia. What about our international tourism balance of payments? This is the difference between how much inbound visitors spent here, nearly £21 billion, and how much Brits spent when they were travelling overseas. And as we can see, last year that was around £34.7 billion, all of which means that we ran an international tourism balance of payments deficit of roughly £13.7 billion last year, slightly lower than the year before. Now, next time we'll have provisional figures for January 2014, and we'll also take a look at connectivity in Britain. Until then, bye bye.